Welcome to the Soul Hypno Vibe podcast. Hi there, I'm Jocelyn, and I'm so excited to have you join us for this very special episode of the Soul Hypno Vibe podcast. In this space, we're diving deep into topics such as meditation, manifestation, and so much more. Each week, we'll be bringing you fresh insights, up-to-date information, and thoughtful conversations on a variety of subjects that can help you on your journey to peace, abundance, and personal growth. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce our special guests and podcast co-hosts, Jay and Joe. They're both passionate about exploring these topics and sharing their wisdom with you. Together, we'll be tackling a range of subjects designed to inspire and empower. As we get started, if you feel inspired by today's episode and want to support our work, you can donate a coffee or two to help us continue producing great content. Simply follow the donation link in the description below to help us keep bringing value to you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as we loved recording it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
You know we love to go deep, and today we're diving into the world of breathwork, using this super interesting article as our guide. It's called Breathe into 2025, and it's by Dr. E. Cruz Eusebio.
Okay.
And it was just published January 23rd, 2025.
Wow, so this is like cutting edge stuff.
It is, and we're all about bringing you the latest and greatest information to help you thrive and, well, in this case, breathe better in this crazy year that is 2025.
Yeah, it's been a wild one already.
It has. So we're going to unpack some fascinating insights from this article about how breathwork can help you manage stress, sharpen your focus, maybe even give your immune system a boost.
Really? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and we'll be going beyond just, basic deep breathing stuff.
Right.
We're going to explore specific techniques that you can start using today to actually see and feel the difference.
I like it.
So Dr. Eusebio kicks things off by sharing his own personal journey with breathwork.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And he explains how it kind of evolved for him from this thing he used to manage, his teenage angst, into an essential daily practice.
Like a total transformation.
Totally. And his core idea is that a restless mind often leads to a restless body.
That makes sense.
But we try to, counter those effects without addressing the root cause.
Oh, that's so true. We just reach for the quick fix.
Exactly, like a Band-Aid solution.
Yeah.
But we're not really getting to the heart of the matter.
No.
And it's so easy to see that, if you think about when worry or excitement keeps you up at night.
Oh, yeah. Definitely been there.
Totally. It's like a clear example of how the mind can directly impact the body. So how does breathwork fit into all of this?
Right, getting to the good stuff.
Exactly. So Dr. Eusebio dives into the science of breath,
Okay.
particularly what happens when we're stressed. And he points out that this thing that we do, like holding our breath, during stressful situations, it's actually like a primal instinct, a throwback to our ancestors who needed to stay silent to avoid danger.
To not get eaten by a saber-toothed tiger.
Exactly.
Right.
Those fight or flight responses. But the thing is, even though the danger we face today might just be like a demanding boss or a looming deadline.
Oh, I know those dangers.
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
For sure.
Our bodies react the same way,
It's true.
depriving our brains of much needed oxygen.
Ah, so we're setting ourselves up to fail.
Yeah, instead of thinking clearly, we end up feeling foggy
Yeah.
and even more stressed.
Ugh, I hate that feeling.
The worst, and that's where breathwork comes in.
Okay, so tell me how it helps.
So Dr. Eusebio, he suggests this technique called box breathing,
Box breathing.
specifically for managing those feelings of panic and anxiety.
Interesting. I've never heard of that.
It's really simple but effective.
I'm all ears.
So you inhale for a count of 4,
Okay.
hold your breath for 4,
Got it.
exhale for 4,
Okay.
and hold again for 4.
If 4, 4, 4.
It's like you're creating a box with your breath.
I like that visual.
And what's really fascinating is that Dr. Eusebio, he actually uses this with his youth soccer team.
What? I'm not kidding. I can't even imagine a group of 9-year-olds doing box breathing.
Right, but it totally works.
So how does it help them?
He says it helps them reset and refocus
Okay.
amidst the chaos of a game.
Makes sense.
It's like a tool that allows them to find unity and get back in the game with a clear mind.
Yeah, like a mental timeout.
Exactly.
So it's about calming the nerves and regaining focus?
Totally. And I love that he's introducing this technique
Me too.
at such a young age.
Yeah, starting them early.
Right?
So what other techniques does Dr. Eusebio talk about in this article?
Well, he also delves into pranayama,
Pranayama.
which is a technique with roots in yoga. That goes beyond just simple deep breathing.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
It involves controlling your breath in specific patterns to harmonize the mind and body.
So it's like a more advanced form of breath work.
Exactly. And he actually points out that the Sanskrit meaning of pranayama is to regulate, control, or lengthen. Highlights the significance of that control. Like, we have so little control over so many things in life.
That's for sure.
But our breath is something that we can consciously regulate.
It's true when you think about it.
That's a really powerful realization.
So what specific examples of pranayama does he talk about?
Well, he mentions Kundalini breathing,
Kundalini breathing.
which is associated with the concept of Kundalini energy,
Ah, yes, I've heard of that.
which is often depicted as this serpent coiled at the base of the spine. And this breathing technique uses a rhythmic pattern
Okay.
of inhales and exhales through the nostrils with forceful exhalation while maintaining equal length for both the inhales and the exhales.
So there's a lot going on there.
There is.
Kundalini energy, that's a whole other deep dive waiting to happen.
I know, right?
So how does this Kundalini breathing actually impact the body?
Well, it's thought to awaken this dormant energy and facilitate a heightened state of consciousness.
Interesting.
And those forceful exhalations are really key here
Uh-huh.
because they help clear out stagnant energy.
Like a cleansing breath.
Exactly. And it creates space for this energy to flow freely.
It sounds intense, but also intriguing.
It is.
Does Dr. Eusebio mention any other pranayama techniques?
He briefly mentions the breath of fire technique, which involves a continuous and rhythmic pattern
Okay.
of passive inhalation and forceful exhalation.
So again, that forceful exhale.
It's a theme.
It seems like it.
And to add another layer of challenge, you actually hold your breath on the third exhalation.
Okay.
And Dr. Eusebio suggests this technique for boosting focus, strengthening your core and increasing energy levels.
So many benefits.
It's amazing how many different ways
It is.
there are to work with the breath.
Right. We've only just scratched at the surface here.
I know, and I can't wait to dive deeper
Me too.
into the benefits of a regular breathing practice.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're back,
Back to the breath.
ready to explore why Dr. Eusebio believes that having a dedicated breathing practice is so crucial,
Yeah.
especially in a year as demanding as 2025.
I mean, it's only February and I'm already feeling it.
Right.
This year's intense.
It is. And, he makes this great point about how we often try to tackle stress solely on like a mental level,
Oh, yeah.
trying to think our way out of it.
Right.
But sometimes we need to address it on a physical level.
That's so true.
And that's where breathwork comes in.
Yeah, like we're kind of neglecting the fact that our minds and bodies are like totally connected. And if one is out of whack, the other one's going to be too.
Totally. And Dr. Eusebio, he highlights how regular breathwork can, reduce stress, improve sleep quality.
Wait, hold up. Better sleep from breathing exercises?
I know, right?
Tell me more about that.
I'm with you on that one. Okay, so think about it this way.
Okay.
When you're stressed,
Yeah.
your mind is racing. Your body is all tense.
Right.
It becomes almost impossible to relax enough to actually fall asleep.
Oh, tell me about it. So many nights just staring at the ceiling.
Ugh, the worst. But breathwork helps by calming your nervous system,
Okay.
slowing down your heart rate, and essentially signaling to your body that it's safe to let go.
It's like hitting the reset button.
Totally on your stress response.
Okay, so when you put it that way, it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
a calmer state of being equals more restful sleep.
Exactly.
But what about the focus and attention piece?
Right.
How does breathwork help with that?
Well, remember how we talked about stress causing us to hold our breath,
Yeah.
which then deprives our brains of oxygen?
Right, it's like trying to function on a low battery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But breath work, on the other hand, increases oxygen flow to the brain, which can have a huge impact on cognitive function, including focus and concentration.
So it's like giving your brain the fuel it needs
Right.
to operate at peak performance. No wonder Dr. Eusebio's soccer team is using breathwork
Right.
to get back in the game.
I know. And he also discusses some other potential benefits
Okay.
that are backed by scientific studies.
Oh, I like when science gets involved.
Me too. It gives it that extra oomph.
Yeah.
So, for example, there's evidence that suggests that breath work may actually bolster the immune system.
What, really?
Yeah, by reducing the stress hormones.
Oh, okay.
That can suppress immune function.
So something as simple as taking a few deep breaths could help us ward off colds and flus.
It's pretty incredible.
That's amazing.
And there's even research indicating that certain breathwork practices may have anti-aging properties.
Okay, hold on now.
I know it sounds crazy.
Anti-aging, are we talking like wrinkles disappearing?
Well, not exactly, but potentially slowing down the aging process at a cellular level.
So what kind of research is there to support that?
So there have been studies
Okay.
looking at the impact of certain pranayama techniques
Right.
on telomere length.
Telomere length.
And telomeres are basically like the protective caps
Uh-huh.
at the ends of our chromosomes.
Okay.
And their length is associated with aging.
I see.
So some studies have shown that practicing certain types of breath work
Okay.
may actually help preserve telomere length.
So that could potentially slow down cellular aging.
Exactly.
Wow, so we're talking about better sleep, improved focus,
Yep.
stronger immune system,
You got it.
and possibly even slowing down aging. All from breathing.
I know.
It sounds too good to be true.
I know it does.
But there's science backing it up.
Right.
And of course, breathwork isn't a magic bullet.
Right. It's not a quick fix.
But it's a powerful tool that when combined with other healthy habits can really impact your overall well-being.
It's all about creating that holistic approach to self-care.
Finding what works for you
Yeah.
and weaving it into your life.
It's like creating these pockets of peace in your day
Yeah,
and using breath work to amplify those moments of calm.
love that.
And the beauty of it is you can do it anytime, anywhere.
That's true.
No special equipment required.
Just your breath.
Literally.
You know, it's so important to remember that finding inner peace,
Yeah.
it's crucial in the face of challenging times.
Yes.
And breathwork is a scientifically proven way to help us get there.
Really is.
It's about empowerment, taking control of our inner state, and tapping into that wellspring of strength that's always available to us.
I love that. And it is inspiring to think that something as simple as our breath can have such a profound impact on our lives.
It really can.
And we are back
Wrapping up our deep dive.
into the world of breath work.
Yeah, all thanks to Dr. Eusebio and his insights.
Breathe into 2025, such a good article.
It is packed with great stuff.
It is. And, you know, it's been quite a journey.
It has.
Exploring this mind-body connection and the impact of stress on our breathing. And those incredibly powerful techniques, box breathing and pranayama.
Amazing stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
And what really struck me was how something as fundamental as breathing
Right.
can have such a profound effect on our mental and physical well-being.
You know, it's like this reminder that ancient wisdom often holds the keys to
Yeah.
modern solutions. And Dr. Eusebio emphasizes this point. That breathwork isn't about reaching a perfect breathing state.
Right.
It's about cultivating a regular practice to help us navigate life's ups and downs.
It's not about perfection.
No.
It's about integrating a practice
Right.
that brings more balance and resilience into our lives.
He makes a great analogy. He compares breathwork to setting aside time for reflection, own daily practice of meditation and writing. It's about creating a space for introspection and connection.
So it's like carving out a sanctuary.
For ourselves, where we can reconnect with our breath
Mm-hmm.
and tap into that
Yeah.
calm and clarity.
And that can make all the difference.
It really can.
You know how we manage stress, make decisions,
Yeah.
interact with the world?
It affects everything.
It really does.
And, you know, as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with
A thought-provoking question
I'm all ears.
from Dr. Eusebio.
Okay.
He asks, if we can control our breath, what other seemingly automatic processes can we learn to influence?
Wow, that's a great question.
It makes you think, right?
It makes me think about,
Yeah.
you know, all the other functions our bodies perform
Right.
without our conscious awareness.
Exactly.
Things like heart rate,
Yeah.
immune response.
Yeah.
So if we can learn to regulate our breath
Could we tap into those systems?
and influence them as well.
It's a fascinating possibility.
It is.
It really speaks to the power
Yeah.
of that mind-body connection
Absolutely.
and the potential we have to unlock greater control
Mm.
over our own well-being.
You know, this deep dive has
Yeah.
certainly inspired me
Me too.
to make breath work a regular part of my life.
I encourage you to try it.
Yeah.
Even just a few minutes a day
Can make a difference.
Absolutely. And remember, mastering your breath. It's the journey.
Not a destination.
Exactly. Be patient with yourself. Explore different techniques. See what resonates with you.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
Yes.
Where your breath becomes a source of strength.
And peace.
And vitality.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thanks for being here.
On this deep dive into the power of breathwork.
Until next time.
Keep breathing deeply.
Yeah.
And keep exploring the amazing potential
Absolutely.
that lies within you.